What's good, everybody on YouTube? It's your boy Air Yo, and I'm back with another video for all my YouTube viewers. Today's video is going to be about the Chicago Cubs, and I'm sure many of you have heard about the Chicago Cubs non-stop throughout this year's offseason. And the Chicago Cubs have spent a whole lot of money this year. They've signed this guy, they've signed that guy, they've signed another guy. So, in this video, I'm going to discuss what they've done during the offseason, as well as how they finished last season and what I think they should be doing during the 2016 season. Let's go over the names that they've signed and, some new guys they've acquired for the 2016 season. They've signed Ben Zobrist, they've signed John Lackey, they've signed Jason Hayward, they've signed Dexter Fowler. This morning, I actually found out that they signed Shane Victorino to a minor league contract. And let's not forget that they got Adam Warren for the New York Yankees through that trade to give away Starlin Castro. So the Cubs have done a lot. I'm sure they've probably done more than any other team in Major League Baseball. And it looks like, they're not afraid to spend money now. They have Theo Epstein, a guy that's known for, wanting to spend money because he used to do that with the Boston Red Sox, and now he's doing that for the Chicago Cubs. But it's for a good cause. Let's not forget that last season, the Chicago Cubs won 97 games. 97 games. So they finished last season 32 games over 500. That is really, really good. However, they didn't win the NL Central. They didn't even finish second. They finished third in the National League Central Division. And that's a tough division. Let's not forget that the St. Louis Cardinals ended up finishing the season with 100 games. They won 100 games last season. And the Pittsburgh Pirates won 98, and third was the Chicago Cubs, as I just said, with 97 games. But here's what I actually want to tell you guys. I don't know if many of you guys know this, but to finish off 2015, the Chicago Cubs ended last season on an 8-game winning streak, and they still weren't able to get over the hump to at least finish second or at least finish first in that division. And they still finished third, so that's a tough division. I think that's going to be a pretty tough division once again as we enter 2016. However, I don't see the St. Louis Cardinals winning 100 games. I don't think many people even thought that the Cardinals were going to win 100 games last season. I don't see it happening again this season. Would it surprise me? No, it wouldn't, because it happened last season. So if they did it once, I'm sure they could probably do it again. However, I think the St. Louis Cardinals are a year older now. Guys like Matt Holliday, Yadier Molina, Adam Wainwright, some key players that have been a part of that team for many years are getting a bit older in age. They're still pretty good players. But I don't really see the St. Louis Cardinals winning 100 games next season. I actually have the Chicago Cubs winning the National League Central during the 2016 season. And I'm sure many of you probably have the Chicago Cubs winning the National League Central based off everything that they've done during this year's offseason. Let me say it one more time. They got Ben Zobrist, they got John Lackey, they got Jason Hayward, Dexter Fowler, Shane Victorino, Adam Warren. I like their 1-2-3 punch in that starting rotation with Jake Arrieta, John Lester, and John Lackey. The only thing I'm concerned about for the Chicago Cubs is that bullpen. I don't really think they have a really strong bullpen. However, I like their lineup. Let's not forget they still have Anthony Rizzo. They still have Chris Bryant, who is probably only going to continue to get better. And all these new guys, as I just said. But what do you think? Aside from the Chicago Cubs having to win the National League Central, because with everything that they've done, if these guys don't win the National League Central, that is a huge problem. It's a fail. Let's be honest. It's a huge fail. Not only that, the Chicago Cubs are actually favorites to win the World Series in 2016, and I'm not surprised. I mean, if you're going to go out there and spend all of this money, get all of these new guys to revamp that entire roster, you should be hoping to win the World Series by the end of the 2016 season. But let's see what happens. I want you to comment below and let me know, what do you think? Are the Chicago Cubs favorites to win the National League Central and the World Series? Or do you think they're still missing a piece or two? Or whatever you have in mind, just make sure to comment below. And as I always say, like, comment, share, and definitely subscribe for many more of my YouTube videos. I have been seeing all of your comments lately. I appreciate it. Right now, we're at 90 subscribers, and I say we're because you guys are part of my channel. I do these videos not only because I enjoy making them, but because